So Fairfield, California is all over the news because at their graduation ceremony, just outside, there was a shooting. One person unalive, 3 injured, people running crazy. I've been all over the story today. I had a few errands to run, and then I had to go get some personal stuff done with the car. And man, it's amazing what you see. And I want to use this video as a tutorial. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson. Welcome to Franchise Blue. What is it, Thursday? Happy Thursday, 6/4, June 4th of 2026. I knew there would be some things that would go down within the 24 hours of the 6/4 because you see, I believe Barack Obama is the Antichrist. And he's 64 years old. And today is 6/4/2026. I have 6:31 in the PM. I teach the 5 C's of clues, the codes, the colors, the comprehension time conclusion. I'll let you decide. But people at a graduation, somebody comes and just shoots up the place. You know, the last 4 or 5 years, all these school shootings, and how many times have I said it? Put in the chat. Just before school ends and just before school starts, there's a shooting. Multiple. And you see, they want this fear. That's what the powers want. They want the fear. They don't want you to look. I know some kids are bad. I live in Chicago. I understand. Bringing a gun to a graduation and shooting up people. Come on, y'all. Y'all fooling the you know what out of us. But because you guys are part of the channel, you can see through the madness. Kids got a lot of sense. That's a once in a lifetime situation that somebody's going to do that. So right off the bat, I had my reservations about the story. And the more I got into it, the more the 5 C's, they just screamed. Pearson, are you saying you doubt that it happened? If it did, I would be surprised. And you'll see. So again, Fairfield, California, shooting. And they make it all dramatic. They're saying that the mother held her dying son in her arms as he had on his cap and gown. People, I'm telling you, the kind of stuff that you hear in this news, they pull at your heartstrings, right? Again, I'm doubting the story. My condolences if it happened, but I'm doubting the story. You see, I know what they're up to. And the symbolism is real, and we're close to something. I told you guys a few days ago, June will change the whole trajectory. I have that feeling. I see what's going on. The numbers are pointing to a few things. We're going to clash. So we're going to endure. But I want you to have your peace of mind, okay? Let's get into the story. We're going to break it down, okay? We're going to break it down. I'm going to show you what I see, okay? Guys, give me a beautiful gift, okay? Let's check it out.
Others injured, including a child, after a shooting at a Fairfield high school. This happened last night in the school's parking lot after a graduation ceremony for Sam Yetto High. This was near Air Base Parkway and North Texas Street, and we do have live team coverage for you this afternoon. Chrome 4's Teresa Estacio hearing from a grief-stricken community. But we begin our coverage with Chrome 4's Charles Clifford, who is outside the school right now with the latest. Charles.
Well, good afternoon. The investigation into this shooting continues. Police say that there were around 1,000 people at the graduation ceremony, so they have lots of witnesses they want to try to talk to, figure out exactly what happened, and try to find the people responsible. According to the Fairfield Police Department, around 7:15 Wednesday evening, multiple shots were fired in the parking lot of Fairfield High School following a graduation ceremony for Sam Yetto Continuation High School. According to police, 4 people were shot. An 18-year-old has died, an 11-year-old, 20-year-old, and 25-year-old remain hospitalized. As of Thursday afternoon, their conditions are unknown. Witnesses tell Cron 4 that one of the victims was wearing a graduation cap and gown, and another said they saw a man with a gun running through the crowd. Neighbors nearby who heard the shots described a chaotic scene. Sean Richardson lives across the street.
I was laying down in my room watching TV, and I heard the pop. I had my window open, and I heard the popping. People were running and people were screaming.
So far, police have not made any arrests, identified any suspects, or said what a motive for the shooting might be. In a post on social media Thursday morning, they said, "We understand this incident has caused significant concern within our community. While the investigation remains ongoing, Fairfield police investigators are working diligently to identify those responsible and ensure the continued safety of our community."
Now let's point out a few things right off the bat. I have 4 videos, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I believe they set this thing up. Very clever, very shikinic, but you can catch it. You can catch it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So let me put this in the mode. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll run this off. I want you to see the fire truck. I believe it's in this particular feed. Okay. Okay. Now this lady here, she has a lemon tree. A lemon tree. See, she's got a lemon tree. But look at the microphone. What does it say? 4-4. What did I tell you a few minutes ago? Today is June 4th. Barack Obama's, he's 64 years old. Today is June 4th. He's 64. But Barack Obama is the 44th president. But what about lemon tree? See the little nipples on the end? Excuse the words, but hey. Let's look up lemon tree. Lemon tree is 107. Doesn't Kamala Harris have a book out called 107 Days? That's how long she had to run for president. Lemon tree is also 44. Barack Obama is the 44th president. 44, 44. You see how they do stuff allegedly? And 46 means death. George Floyd, George Orwell, JFK, they all died at 46 years old. They're telling you the future. So they got her the lemon tree. You understand what I'm saying? Now, do you think it's real? I don't think it's real. Now let's scurry on. That's all we have there. Now they had mentioned revenge killing. We'll get to it. They said the word revenge killing. Revenge killing comes out to 75. The 75th day of the year is March 16th, like 316. 316 is sacrifice, like Jesus. You understand? Now, remember, on February 28th, 228, on February 28th, we unalived Iran's religious leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, February 28th. So, revenge killing, revenge, they're coming, Iran's coming back after America is what I'm saying. I believe they do these stories to tell you the future. I gotta find that part that says revenge killing. They announced it. On February 28th, we unalived Iranians' leaders, so the revenge would come back on us. Just like back in the day, we went after Britain, and then Britain burned down the White House. Revenge. I want you to see how they play these things out. You know, now because it's a graduation, I thought about the video I Pet Go 2, and I Pet Go 2, Barack Obama has a graduation, okay? Right? Graduation, because now he can become the all in all, the Antichrist, because after this, nothing but hell breaks loose. The American flag shreds into two, everything blows up, rockets and missiles are flying, all the ships sink. It's crazy. Statue of Liberty loses her arm. So all that's in there. And then the lady, let me see, put that in there. She also says, oh no. As she's describing this thing, she says, oh no. I want you to hear it. Watch this here.
Heard the shots described a chaotic scene. Sean Richardson lives across the street.
I was laying down in my room watching TV, and I heard the pop. I had my window open, and I heard the popping. People were running and people were screaming.
So far, police have not made any arrests, identified any suspects, or said what a motive for the shooting might be. In a post on social media Thursday morning, they said, "We understand this incident has caused significant concern within our community." While the investigation...
I've got her on the next frame, so let's go to this here. I got so much. I've just got in the house. I'm ready, but I'm not. But we're gonna get to it. I want to break down all these things that I did earlier before I went out. Here she is here. Listen to her tell her story.
I was laying down in my room watching TV, and I heard the pop. I had my window open, and I heard the popping of the guns. I knew the graduation was over because of the music and the people. You could hear people talking and people walking by, But that's all and then the police came, the ambulance came, and after that's when you heard the scream, oh no, and then people were running.
Here she said, oh no, oh no.
Oh no, and then people were running.
Oh no. So what does oh mean? Oh no in Gematria, what does that mean? Oh no. You take nothing for granted when you do these videos. Oh no. Let me see, I had it set up. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Where are we at? Okay, we'll leave that part alone as well. We won't worry about that. Okay, let's go to, there's a guy here. He's talking about how he doesn't want his daughter to go to the school anymore. And I want you to see her arm. See his arm.
There's craziness going on with this whole school district area, with the kid getting in trouble with the police, and now this is my daughter's last day going to Fairfield High, so I'm getting her out of Fairfield. I can't deal with this.
He can't deal with it, but look at his arm. You see his arm? His arm says 535. 535. Little stuff like that, you pick up on it. 535. See it? 535. That's definitely a 535. Now what is 535? Let me decode it for you. 535 minus what? 614. What is that? That's Trump's birthday, 614. The difference is 79. How old is Trump? He's 79 years old. He's the next one to go. The graduation is that all the chaos hits. That's what it's symbolic, people. Look, I know it may be crazy the way I do this, but I'm telling you, this is how they speak it. This is how they always speak. Now, June 14th, 1946 is Trump's birthday. June 4th is today. They reported it today. The difference is 79, like Trump. 11/22, JFK died on 11/22, 1963. What else we got? Let's go to this one too. This one is really far out. This one we have a few, and I don't want to miss out. Listen to this guy here. Star Spangled Banner.
Also described what he saw and heard.
Heard the music going, and I think they played the national anthem.
Okay, national anthem. We're going to decode that and listen.
And then at about 7:30, 7:45, it was a mess. Heard 5.
Then he's going to say 20 police cars. The 20th letter of the alphabet is T. Trump, T. Trump is T.
Gunshots. It sounded like gunshots and someone yelling, "Oh no!" And then we came out.
Isn't it funny how he said, oh no, and the lady said, oh no? Right?
there must have been at least 20 police cars flying through.
20 police cars. The 20th letter of the alphabet is T. Is that coincidence for Trump? Now I want you to see this other lady, and I'm gonna point something out to you, because see, they speak. Let me plug up my computer. A lot of challenges on this video, but we'll get through. Now, here we go. We have this reporter here.
Woman who was there to see her niece graduate said people started screaming and running. A mother told me that during the ceremony she actually heard people talking about that there were going to be some fireworks at the end of the evening. Of course, she had no idea that would mean gunshots.
All right, now, like I said, they got to make it dramatic. Now, I want you to notice she's in the middle. She's in the middle of what? A no parking handicap zone. You see that handicap zone? And what does it say? Well, I made a picture because I want you to see it. I want you to see it. I want you to see allegedly how clever they are. You see what it says? No parking, right? And how much is the fine? $250. Do you see it? What is $250? We're coming up on our 250th anniversary for America, aren't we? Ah. And she's in the middle. And Trump wants to have a what? His face on the $250 on a what was it, $250 bill, I think it was. Is that what it was? I forgot. I think that's what it was. Let me see. Let me Google it. Do so much work here. Let me see. Trump wanted his face on a $250 bill? Yeah. Featuring his face on a commemorative $250 bill. I stutter sometimes, so don't beat me up. Commemorative $250 bill. So all this is in there. I know you guys, look, this is how, I've been studying decode since I was like 13 or 14, okay? So I pick up on that stuff. Now, why the wheelchair? Let me tell you why the wheelchair, why she's in the middle, in my humble opinion. FDR. FDR was the president starting off with what? The Depression, the Great Depression. And guess what? Franklin D. Roosevelt used a wheelchair daily after contracting polio. Did you know that? FDR had a wheelchair. And so you have her in a wheelchair handicap area. See, wheelchair. And the 250 is America. Now, I want to show you something. FDR's birthday is January 30th, 82. His death date is April 12th of 1945. So let me break this down for you. I got it all set. Okay, so birthday, January 30th. January 30th, 1882, right there. Today, 6/4/19, well, I apologize. June 14th, 1946 is Trump's birthday. And this is FDR's birthday. The difference is 64 years, like Barack Obama, 64 years old, and 421. What is 421? Pope Francis died on 421. See, there's something else, ain't they? Now look, here's the death date of FDR. 4/12/2027 is the anniversary of the death of FDR. June 4th, the reporting date of the shooting. The difference is 444. Barack Obama's the 44th president. Clever, ain't it? It's amazing. They do all that just to tell you. See, they got to tell you. Now, the guy mentioned the Star Spangled Banner, right? The Star Spangled Banner. Francis Scott Key, he wrote it on a poem. Now, Francis Scott Key was born, the writer of the Star Spangled Banner, August 1st, 79, birthday, death date, what's that, January 11th, 1843. Let's pair that up. August 1st, 79, birthday, subtracted from today, gives you 246. Barack Obama's the 44th president. Couldn't be a coincidence, right? January 11th, Francis Scott Key, death date, June 4th, today, 183 years, 424. What happened to 424? On 424, remember the bloody horse? 424, 2024, the bloody horse bolted it in Britain. And who's that? I told you that's Trump. He's injured. The black horse, Barack Obama, he's taken over. He's wounded. I would not be surprised, now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a situation whereby Trump's in a wheelchair. Remember this video. I wouldn't be surprised, because see, you got where it says $250, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Trump winds up in a wheelchair and you come back to this video. Stranger things have happened. I would not be surprised. You heard it here first. They do things to tell you. Now, let me see what else I have here. The Scott Key Bridge was hit back in the day, remember? On March 26, 2024, the bridge was hit by a boat. Remember that? Remember the Scott Key Bridge was hit by a boat. Remember that? Scott Key Bridge. Me and my ex-partner in crime, Joe Aquaviva, we did that. March 26, 2024, Scott Key Bridge got hit. Today is June 4th. 2 years, 2/12. What is 2/12? That is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities and powers of the air. This is spiritual. Man has fallen angel technology, so they can get together with these demons, these angels, these fallen angels, and cook up these stories. I do not believe this graduation is what they're telling us. I believe they set this up like a riddle and a puzzle, and in their mind, they've told you what the future is. But I'll break it down to let you know what the future is. Let me know what you think. It's right there. It's right there. I don't believe the story. I don't believe the story. I believe it's all symbolic. Like I said, don't be surprised if they have Trump in a wheelchair. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised about the month of June, okay? Praise God. Stay strong. We're going to endure. Share the video. Thumbs up. God bless. I know sometimes you don't get the notifications because that's what they do. They take them away so you don't get the video because they don't want me to be able to take care of myself. That's the fight. And it's not only that, they don't want you to get the information because they want you to fear. They need your energy in their way. And that's what we're fighting against. We're fighting against these demons, okay? But God bless you. Stay strong.